Yo, what's up? It's your boy Toodalute. Back with another special guest. I'm about to fuck this tuna fish up. You introduce yourself, man.
Hey, family know me by Big On, nickname Vaughn. Got YouTube, YouTube name Lil Vaughn, Lil Big Vaughn with two N's. You know, and that's my uncle. That's my uncle to the loop right here. Man.
Yeah, we gonna y'all know, like I said, everybody know me every day on the interviews. Try to get the family, especially like the youth, to tell their side of the story. You know what I mean? So everybody can get to know each other, and you know what I mean? So it's just basically that's just what it is. But yeah, so how you feel? You alright?
I'm good.
Okay. Hopefully we frame. Let me make sure. I lean back. I lean back, nigga. I'll be cut. So yeah, man. So we gonna start from let's start from when you was like a kid or growing up, or what side of Baltimore City you from?
Shit.
Yeah, 'cause I don't even know that, right?
Right. Nope. Shit. I'm mainly from down the hills on 5 or East Baltimore for real, but like growing up, shit, I was mainly with my mother, you know, and my father was in and out of jail. So like, I was with my mother majority of the time while my father was in and out of jail when I was younger and shit. But shit, I know I'm from East Baltimore, my father from the South. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
so mainly at that time around there, did you go to any school, elementary, middle school?
Shit. I remember my first elementary school was actually John Nigga Howard. Right. It was down there right there on North Avenue by Mount Royal. It's not called John Nigga Howard no more. I don't think it was. It's a new building and everything right there now. But I went right there, and then like right next to the stores and all that was right there. Mm-hmm. My sister, she went to that daycare that was there at the time. I don't know what it is now, but yeah, I went to that school. And then when I moved over east, I went to William Packer. At the William Packer, I went to James McHenry over west. That's what, Martin Luther King, right over there. Then I came back over East Baltimore down the hill. And then I went to Tench Tillman. Went to Tench Tillman for middle school. Then I went to Patterson High School from there.
So how the grades was? Starting from like elementary on up.
Elementary, I never actually had the best grades. I was always a bad kid. I didn't see my first like A and B until high school. No bullshit. Ever since elementary to middle school, all I had was C's and D's. Never had B.
And that's what I said before too. I told somebody, I said, I've been getting people to think about stuff. I said, don't let a letter of the alphabet define how smart you are. I told like somebody, parents that like, don't let that define how smart your kid is. Because, you know, like I said, when I was coming up, as soon as you come in there with some type of E, or we had E's and F's and all that. As soon as you come in, that was it, dog. Like, you get your ass tore up. You know what I mean? And I'll just be like, you know, it's like when the parents always act like it was the end of the world and shit. But I'm like, yo, my nigga trying his best. You know, we going to school. And some of the like people don't understand, especially for the black youth and all that. A lot of that stuff in school does be bullshit that they teach. Right. But it's like, of course, you gotta listen to the parents, and you know, we're just doing it for them anyway. So we just go in there and try to do our thing. But that's what I said before. So it goes back to what you said, the C's and D's. I mean, shit, that's passing to me. Like all that shit really passing, dog. I don't give a damn if you got a G, F, W, H, Y, Z. I'm like, no matter what, yo, like, as long as you get some type of letter. Now, if it said like, oh, he failed, or really work that out, you know what I mean? But that's what I said. A lot of parents need to, you know, let up a little bit when they're kids and things like that. So what about any sports though? Were you playing basketball, football?
I always played it for fun, but I never actually played it for school. The first time I was actually want to take it serious and like, you know, just try to experience it like with an actual team or a school was in Patterson, 10th grade. Right before the pandemic hit, I signed up for the team. I was gonna be in there, springtime or whatever, around that time. Boom, the pandemic hit March 2020, and that shit canceled all that. Just canceled it right there. But elementary and middle, I never took it serious.
Oh yeah, you just finished school, right?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
I just graduated.
yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I just graduated in
Damn.
June.
All right, damn, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, that's crazy. So you said mainly it was East Baltimore. You said you did pretty decent in schools and all that. So, going outside, meeting friends and things like that. How that was, growing up. I guess as far as over was y'all, when y'all was at East Baltimore, was it like in the hood, or I mean prior to elementary and middle and all that. Like when you was meeting friends and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
how that was going outside though, because like you got certain types of kids that's really
Right.
like off the hook, like.
Right.
So how that was like going outside.
Alright,
Was you scared at first or what?
I mean, I wasn't scared for real. I was always just like, when you're a kid, you got less like fears and all of that shit. As you get older, that's when like your parents feed it into you. Like when you get your ass whipped and shit like that, all that shit builds up as you get older as a kid. But as a kid, you don't be worried about nothing. Right. So, like getting friends and stuff, like down the hill, shit. They called us crazy down there because all the niggas that was around there, all we was known for was stealing bikes and just riding bikes and wheeling them. That's all we was known for. Yeah. But I had like my own crew. We were just riding bikes. It was some niggas trying to be like track niggas and niggas that they not. They was trying to be niggas that they not. So like, you had some that was choosing the wrong path, and you had some that was just riding bikes. They called us lame for it, but we didn't care. We was just having fun.
So it was like so you was part of the bad crowd. I guess.
Yeah. I guess you could call it that, but yeah. I ain't never been the type to follow nobody, like to do anything legally or to get myself in trouble. All I wanted to do was ride bikes and have fun.
Now, for you, as far as you being a part of the bad crowd, because like I said, it is the choice when you first go outside, and then you try to, because you could tell the difference of who you want to hang with. Yeah. Was that something that you seen like growing up, or that was something like, because I guess everybody think it's cool or something like, oh, they doing that, so shit, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Or because a lot of people say like, shit, I saw my grandfather, I saw my dad. They was out there trapping, and they was all. So was it something like that you seen, or it just was like, man, I'm gonna just try to make friends with whoever I can make friends with? Yeah, I was just gonna make friends with whoever I make friends with, and whoever, we had some type of connection, or we built some type of bond, and then we'd have carried it from right there. Yeah, that's what's up. Mm-hmm. So now, doing all that, so now you said not too long ago. Just tell us about the graduation part. You saying like far as like with that. How them couple of years was leading up to that, So at first did you thought that you wasn't gonna graduate, or because I heard recently too, like a lot of people was like, oh, the teacher just passing everybody. They don't give a goddamn, like he just like trying to get everybody up out of here, though. Yeah. So like, did you have any doubt at this last little bit of time, or like, yo, they gonna pass me anyway? So,
I always had that mindset they gonna pass me anyway. Ever since middle school came around, I found out elementary and middle school ain't no child left behind. But as soon as I got to high school, I was like, I had stuck with that same mindset, but I wound up failing a grade.
Just one grade?
Yeah, I wound up failing a class, actually. I ain't failed a whole grade. I only failed an English class, went to summer school for it, knocked it down. I also failed a math class in 7th grade. I went to summer school, knocked it down. And yeah, I always had that type of mindset that I was just gonna pass regardless. So in high school, I ain't gonna lie, I was a clown. I ain't gonna lie, I was off the hooks.
You got the principal's office.
Yeah, I was off the hooks, such as like messing with females, skipping class, smoking little weed and shit like that. But high school and middle school is definitely like two different worlds. Like once you get to high school, you meet the trappers, the drug dealers, the liquor, all the girls and shit.
Everything is just introduced to everybody. Mm-hmm. So you went to prom too and all that?
Prom, I lost the motivation for it. I wanted to, but I ain't had nobody to go. I ain't had nobody to go with. I ain't had no money yet. I ain't had as much money at the time, but I knew I could get some help. But I just lost the motivation for it. I didn't want to do it. I did everything besides prom.
Yeah, that's crazy. When in Job Corps, like I said, this was in 2003. So I had a white girl. That was my first girl girl up there. But we went to prom on the cheese bus. All of us was on the cheese bus and stuff like that. And we went to the hell, it was like a restaurant or something. The food was just terrible. But I don't know. They was trying to make some type of cuisine or something like that. That shit had like a piece of broccoli, a piece of meat on it. Like it was so. I don't know what it was, but it was cute though.
Right.
But we had fun though. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it does. You can't really go to no prom by yourself. Like you gotta really you go with somebody. Even if you want to get, you know what I mean? It's really fun when you go, with somebody. But just thinking about that, because everybody be like, yo, I gotta pull up in a limousine, and I'm like, man, we went on the cheese bus. Like it was like 30 of us, so we ain't, you know what I mean, like that. And I just think about it now, like that, just the memories of everything. So you just finished, what was it, last year?
Yeah, June. Mm-hmm.
So you miss it? Do you miss anybody so far there, or you keep contact with everybody?
I keep in contact with some people, but I keep in contact with some of the people that was actually my friends in high school.
Right.
But people that were just like associates I dab up, going about my business, or I don't talk to outside of school, I just left them be. I don't talk to them people anymore.
So I don't know why I got something I thought about. So before we get out school, school situation, have you ever been bullied in school?
No, I never actually been bullied, but it was time that like somebody tried me or whatever, and I like stood my ground, but like I ain't fight nobody in school. Last time I fought in school was actually in middle school, but all of high school ain't nobody tried me. None of that.
And see, I was just the only reason I asked that because I was thinking about myself the other day when I first went to cause not like I said, I'm from East Baltimore, so when I went to move with my dad out Cherry Hill, that's where I get a lot of my sense of humor from, and I learned how to snap on each other because Cherry Hill got that. When you out Cherry Hill, you gotta be quick. So Baltimore niggas is funny, you know what I mean? From Brooklyn to Cherry Hill, the niggas is funny. So when I was out there, man, they used to do me dirty because I got these big eyes, especially like when I was little. I got a small head and shit. So them niggas would, and the gap teeth before I got the golds and all that. So them niggas was calling me like names like Baraka and shit off Mortal Kombat. Like, niggas used to call me Frog and shit because I got the big eyeballs. Like yo, niggas used to do me dirty, but what I noticed is shit is like due time, you know what I mean? It's like you gotta really be strong, yo. And I started to make friends, I think, by my sense of humor and shit. So at that time, as I was getting made fun of, I just had to learn back how to snap on niggas and stuff like that. But it do be a lot of bullying in schools, and especially the black community, and just about stuff like that. Me and you were just talking about earlier about shoes and and stuff like that, man. It's like we gotta really. I think it's breaking out of it. Like kind of now, like back in the day, it was you supposed to have like some Fubu or some Reeboks or some Felines or some Jordans. But I think only now it's like a lot of people just going by with y'all superstars, LeBron James and you know what I mean. They just going by what they seen and all that. But I really think like it's breaking up out of it. But that's why like we need some help, in that category and all that. And that's why I say we got people like me try to preach that. And you know what I mean, just hopefully somebody will wake up. But now you said so you finished school, so now we get to the adult life. So you got a kid too, right? What age you had a kid?
She just turned 1 in July. I had her when I was actually I found out she was pregnant when I was 17.
So who reacted like the most like outrageous or something? Or was anybody upset?
My mother was more upset than I was. And I didn't even want the baby with the person I had. She was more upset than I was. But her reaction was basically like, you don't need a kid right now. Why would you want a kid? She just went berserk. She ain't went berserk on me. She just was like, that's how she was feeling. Like she just felt like you don't need a kid right now. But at the time, I let it get to me a little bit. I was like, you right, my mother right. I don't need a kid. What do I look like having a kid right now? But then I thought about the bright side that I could actually be a good father. Like maybe I am ready, or God ain't put me in this position for nothing. Yeah. If she don't want to, get rid of it, then I'm gonna be forced to be there for the baby.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, man. It's just I think people don't think about that, man. That's it's like a 50-50. It's a 50-50 situation. But a lot of people don't think about that where like the abortion and stuff like that, man, and you getting rid of somebody's life. That's why like one song I do like is the song Zion by Lauryn Hill. She was talking about like, as far as how they was making her choose how a music career over the kid. They was telling her like, yo, you don't need no kid right now.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, like that's a special song, like, you know what I mean? She just talking about like she wasn't gonna kill a kid and things like that. And especially in, like I said, the black community, man, we doing a lot of that. But that's why I be telling anybody, it's like, yo, it's the choices that you make in life. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody rape nobody or force any girl to do anything. That's what I be trying to tell guys too. I like, yo, cool. Everybody knows sex is good or sex do feel better without protection. I mean, shit, everybody know that. But it's like, if you know that you don't want to have no kids or nothing like that, use protection. Then some people say like, oh, the condom pop, or sometimes the girls lie and talk about they're allergic to the damn latex and all that, just to trap you, just to go with. Right. So it's a lot going on with it, man. But when you're in the zone and in the mood, sex take you to a whole nother world. But then when you wake up from, you like, oh man, she got pregnant. Damn, like they be like, damn, like, oh man, I gotta deal with her ass. So that's why I be telling anybody, take your time, and watch carefully. You know what I mean? Certain things happen, for a reason. But like I said, the kid don't got nothing to do with it.
Right. I mean, shit. It ain't the kid fault at all.
The kid don't got nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. So you say the kid just turned 1?
Yeah, she just turned 1.
Yeah, that's what's up. So now we're getting into like the adult life. So how the adult life been so far? You know what I mean? Like shit been stressful. How everything, right now.
Right. So, so far right now, I'll be honest, it's still not fully hitting me yet because she don't live with me, and I'm still learning to co-parent with my baby mother because she still got a lot of feelings for me. She's in love with me, but I want to get it to the point that So I want to get it to the point that we master the co-parent part. So I can just get it when I want.
So why y'all be? She ain't telling me that part.
Yeah,
I thought y'all hated each other. Like,
no, right. I get what you're saying. We don't hate each other enough. It's just like she just not the one that was for me. Like at the time, it was just sex. Like we were just partners. We were just people that we were just being young and dumb, being hot in the ass, and we just was having sex. We was being grown, and we popped out with a baby.
But, so I'm trying to figure out. So what you don't like about her though? Like you saying like
she's not ugly. She's not a bad person or nothing. It's just she's not the one for me.
She argue a lot for us, like
like she's very delusional over me. Like it's to the point that when I co-parent with her, she'll be like, "Oh, if I go outside or something, oh, you going with a bitch." And then if I be like, "Oh, I'm going with a bitch," yes, I'm going with a bitch. I'm going with my girlfriend. Oh, my child not going over there no more. She'll say dumb shit like that. And then it was a situation that happened with my last girlfriend that I had and my baby mother. They wound up getting into it because my baby mother at the time was so hooked on to me, and my daughter was only like 6, 7 months old. Right. So a little situation that happened. My baby mother went to my house. She popped off, started cussing at my girlfriend at the time, and of course, females always going about feelings and emotion. Ain't no girl gonna sit there and just let it happen. Mm-hmm. So her being the person she was, she went over there and knocked on my baby mother's door. They got into it, had a little fight or whatever. And of course, I'm the person that's in the middle of it, but whole time her parents is not putting her in her place. Like she's younger than me. Right. Way like she's very immature. And her parents want everything done their way. Their family want everything done their way, but it's never my part. It's me against that family. Like everybody, her family be like she got control of her daughter, whatever. But then as soon as like it's weird. Like it's a whole
so
weird
situation. You might end up on child support soon.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up doing it, but I mean,
that's the sad thing about
it is what
about
it
the
is.
system and all that.
Yeah, it's the system. It's the way the system works. It's shit fucked up.
But well, hopefully, like you said, that work out in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now we gonna get to something we was always talking about, like we talked about last time, and that's one of the main reasons why you'll pop up here and there now. So now we just getting into, like the family, and I don't know if you asked me that before, but you were saying like, well, a lot of people don't come around, and it's like I said, it's just a lot of people don't know anybody anyway. You know what I mean? I know they're supposed to have a damn reunion coming up in April. I might go. It depends on how I'm feeling and things like that, though. But like your honest opinion, because that's why we just keeping it on. That's why I was trying to, before we did the interview, I was like, yo, is there anything that you can't talk about, or which can you say or not? Because like I said before, my other nephew did a damn interview, and his mind went berserk. He ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? Like he ain't say nothing wrong or nothing like that. But it's like, and I be trying to tell the sisters, like, damn, just everybody just get their shit off, man. Just it's just a story that they gotta tell and all that. Right. So from your understanding, well, you can't talk not too much about your dad's side, but as far as this side of the family, with your mother's side of the family, dealing with origin them on up, this side of the family, like what do you think about this family? Like I guess since you started, to get older, because when you were a kid, you really just they don't want to commit. Like you just, of course, there's a lot of that, but as you was getting older, what do you see now? You know what I mean? Like how everything be going, like how people act and stuff like that.
Alright, so I can't say growing up now, looking at the family, it's like, well, I don't really know these people like that. To be honest, like some of the people I see now, I ain't see 10, not even 5 years ago. I don't even know these people like that for real. I mean, I love them because they family, but in reality, I don't really know these people.
And that's what I asked your mother. I used to ask your mother that a lot of times. I was like, yo, let Damon and Dariana come over and stuff like that. See, I don't know, like, do you think that y'all was kind of getting kept away? Now, it could be two things to that, because, if she was trying to keep y'all away from this from this family because they do act a little weird and shit like that, I understand that part. But then it goes back to what you said now. If that was the case, her keeping you away, then it's like, damn, now you got to try to get to know everybody, or yo, who are you? Yo, you my cousin. Like, you know what I mean? So you looking at it like I was telling you earlier about when I mentioned somebody, he was like, who? I was like, oh, you must have known by that name or something like that. You know what I mean? So do you think it was something like that, or because it's good and it's bad because like I said, I'm the only one to really speak the way I speak, because like I said, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? When it's wrong, it's wrong. When it's right, it's right. But like I said before, this is, if I had a kid, I'm just being honest. If I had a kid, my kid wouldn't be around this family. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand why I say certain things like that or why I move a certain type of way. But this family, like I said, it have a big negative devil spirit on it, to the point where I don't want my kids around that. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, you have the fake and phony holidays come around, and everybody trying to be, I love you, yo. And then you don't see a nigga till somebody died or something again. You know what I mean? So that's just how I be feeling. But going back to what I said, do you think that she was trying to keep y'all away from a lot of the family members to protect y'all, or you don't know, like what you think, like most of the time with that? Yeah, because I used to ask about y'all a lot, and it's just like sometimes you would have thought that y'all didn't live with her, because I'm like, where the fuck is they at? Oh, they gone. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, growing up when I was like younger, like going like 5 all the way to like 10, I mainly stayed with my grandfather. So around the time when you was asking for us, and she said we'll be gone, I'll be with my grandfather. Mainly, he was like my father. He was like my father. Like I said earlier, my father was in and out of jail, and my grandfather took care of us like he was he was our father. Like he took care of us like we was his kids. So every time somebody in the family asked for us, we was always with our grandfather. But sometimes I used to think she'd keep us away. I still to this day don't know why, but it gotta be something that like us, the teens that we are now, don't know about. Like it's something in the family that we don't know about.
Right. I wouldn't know my damn self neither. That's why I'll be trying to like it's sad that, like I said, I'm pushing 40 and I'm still, because that's how my brain is. I like knowledge and shit like that. So I still be trying to, when I get around certain people, I try to ask. It's sad because y'all younger, but I'm still trying to learn about this family. That's the thing. That's what I mean. That's what I guess they don't understand that. So when I ask them certain questions, and even like when Wanda did her interview, it was real deep because she was saying certain stuff, and I'm like, damn, now I understand why she the way she is. But every time I told people before, it's like every time I would get around certain of her family members, they always be talking bad about my sister, and I'm like, why is this? It's something towards like, y'all not just gonna be talking about her, just be talking about her like that. It's something why she acting like this type of way. But now I noticed when I was getting older, and I started to see like how phony this shit was. I'm like, damn. So now I understand. It's like, cause your spirit gonna let you know. So it ain't like you could eliminate family, friends, and all that. If you're a real person, forget about being a real bitch or a real nigga. But if you're a real person, your spirit is not going to agree with any of that fake stuff going on. It just is not, yo. You know what I mean? And that's why I'll be telling you before. Like, even though I got brothers or sisters or aunts and uncles or whatever, I don't know them. That's why I was telling my other Artrell, I was telling him, like, yo, you have to get to know your grandmothers and even your mom and dad, because all it is a title. That's my mom, that's my dad. But niggas don't know they passing nothing like that, because it's like everybody gotta hide it. So you ain't gonna know nothing about your peoples until somebody else get around them. You know what I mean? And then they tell like, yo, your mother was like that, yo. Your dad was like, and then like instead of like, damn, why niggas can't sit down with each other and get to know each other? You know what I mean? So it's all about, with this family, it's just a lot of disagreement and it's just, I don't know with it, man. This shit confusing to me, because like I said, I'm still learning. That's what I said. I don't even know y'all. It's sad, dog. Like I don't be knowing nobody and shit. So, even when people think we get around certain people and stuff like that, it's like I don't be knowing, because the vibes can change. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't be knowing a lot of people like that. Like I said, I don't even know my damn sisters. That's your sister, yo. Right. I don't know them niggas like that. You know what I mean? So if y'all talking about y'all don't know y'all parents, that's everybody is just lost and confused. So it's up to the older people in the family to display that, yo. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with sharing your story. Not saying motherfucker gotta know everybody, like, yo, we used to rob niggas and take their cars. Yeah. I don't need to know all that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, just try to can the cycle, like I said about the drinking thing. You know what I mean? When I was talking to my mother, brother, my uncle and all that, I be saying shit like that now, like that's your cousin and all that. But I be saying, like, I didn't know that her father was a stone alcoholic. And I mean, then it came down to her, and then it came down to the daughters, probably starting from that, and then it hit me at 17. I got introduced to it by one of my sisters, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, it gotta get broken. Somebody gotta break it. And that's why I was happy. And I thank the Most High for, just me having that thought to be like, you gotta stop this shit, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta stop this. But because you definitely don't. So you rarely even came to probably any family events or anything then. Like, was it choice as you was getting older though? Was it by like choice, or you was like, I don't know these niggas? Like, yeah, I was like nervous to be around. I'm gonna just say y'all because this is my mother's side of the family. I was nervous to kind of be around y'all because, like you said, I don't really know y'all, and I see my father's side only like once or twice a year, but I know them more than I know y'all, and I've been around y'all more than them. So it's how is that possible? Like, how do I not know y'all? I seen some of y'all like 5, 7, 8 years from before, but now I'm still meeting cousins that's coming to the house that they wasn't here 5, 10 years ago, and I'm meeting them now, and it's like, where did they come from? Yeah, just like you said, you ain't no Simba, and people like like he been around. That's what I'm saying. So it's just that's what I said too. That'd be questions for the parents or the grandfathers, stuff like that. And that's what I be saying, if everybody really loved each other, man, it should be nothing to hide. Like I said, everybody don't have to tell their personal business out like that, but, it's just, hey, man, why this like this? And then it'd be sad because you'll probably know about us just basically this side of the family more just through the gossiping part. If you hear a phone call or something like, hey, yo and them, it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like you ain't really hearing it from us or how everybody be. So even like I said, you don't know me, just a little bit of times you've been around me. I'm just talking for me now. It's like I'm more of the like I wasn't like this at first because I'm a, see one thing about Audrey, your grandmother, right? She do got a good heart, but I be I just it's a hit and miss with me and her sometimes because she show more love to strangers more than our own family, and that's why we so messed up because it comes from the older people. And all I wanted from her was to just apologize and take that into consideration, try to change that mold because before y'all was even here, that would have changed the that would have changed everything, dog. I remember one that came up to me, she was like, "Yeah, Lee, I feel as though that I messed with my kid's life and all." I said, "Man, even if you think that, nigga, you still alive, you still can change it. You ain't dead, dog. You're not my mother age. Our mother age damn near 71. Like you still got the juice. So it's nothing for you to change this with your kids. You know what I mean? But it starts from the older generation. But me, and like I said, I was scared at first to speak out about certain stuff like that too, because like I said, I get that heart from my mother, so we always trying to help somebody or something like that. But with this family, when you doing stuff like that, it could be they got this using type shit where they going to use you. You know what I mean? If you got the car and all that, yeah, they want to come pick me up. I'm go call him and shit. I'm not giving no gas money. It's like it'll be a pattern of it. You know what I mean? It's as soon as you do it one time, it's gonna be a whole pattern of that. And you be like, oh, come on, yo.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why with me, I started. I'll be thinking about stuff. I'm like, damn, yo, there's so much death in this family, yo. Like, there's just so much shit going on, and I'm seeing certain people getting treated certain type of way, and people doing this shit to me. It's like ain't nobody speaking up, and I'm a man as well too, and shit. You know what I mean? So. And that's the thing about us growing up by, women raising us is that they raise us emotional and soft niggas like that. Soft ass niggas, just being honest. Because we don't really got that male figure in there. That's why I learned how to get back to the male structure of being an alpha male, like I said, dealing with the Bible and dealing with God. You know what I mean? Because God said, like, yo, the whole structure of it is God, Christ, the man, woman, then the kids. You know what I mean? You got to have that formation of that like that. Right. So that's what I give all the credit to, like the Most High, like that. It's like that's what makes me a warrior. It makes me a man. You know what I mean? So when I say certain things about the family or to certain people in this family, they take it as disrespect. But the whole time it's like you're wrong, right? So I gotta check that. And there's nothing wrong with checking somebody in your family. It don't have to lead to a fight, yo. This is what I'm trying to tell people. I was telling Kira, I was telling her about like if her and Wanda had a situation, it's like, niggas get sat down and just talking. I don't have to be, you know what I'm saying though. I zap out of here. So with this family, and they get, including your mother, the other sisters, Tanya, Ebony, with Taisha, Wanda, they all get that defensive mechanism from Audrey, because she act like that. Like when you tell her wrongs or something go wrong, they get defensive. They put a whole, so even though you checking them and they know that they wrong, they try to reverse that. Like I always talking about before, you could be like I said before, like you could have made some Kool-Aid and your mother left the Kool-Aid out on a damn table and all that. But the whole time she tell y'all, don't leave the Kool-Aid out, wash that out and put it back up. But the whole time you come downstairs to check your mother, it's like, damn, man, didn't you just tell us don't? Nah, don't worry about it. I pay the damn bills in this. Like, it's a whole, so they don't understand that that's a defense mechanism. It's like, cool, niggas know you pay the bills and stuff like that, but man, you getting on me. It's like, you see what I'm saying? Make your mind up, yo. Right. That's why we tripping out this family. It's like, make your mind up. Like, it's like, it can't go just that one-sided way like that. You know what I mean? So I noticed when I start to check, and you might like say, I don't think you will really go through what I'm going through and with like maybe like Artrell or Kira and all that, because we really in the family like that. I mean, then you start coming around and niggas taking trips, or if certain other stuff you going on, I mean, you can see it for yourself and just lay back and learn and all that. But I really doubt, like, since y'all really don't come around too much, y'all ain't gonna really deal with what we had to deal with. That's why sometimes I guess to people like y'all, or from a distance, my story sounds so interesting. It's like, why, people don't ever ask you, like, why ain't nobody ever asked the sisters or nobody, why he act like that? Why he zapping out and talking about y'all like that? Something with y'all, because I don't mess with nobody. I'll be sitting back chilling and all that, but when it's wrong, it's wrong. Just like I said, I was talking about before, I said, your mother live right down the street, why she don't come up here and see nobody? So, but I can understand that is because maybe, like I said, the relationship is not tight. But if they see Audrey, she's getting old. Like I said, she got old timers and a lot of stuff going with it. There's nothing wrong with coming past. Abe's going on, brought the kids over. Let's make a meal or something. Like even if you don't gotta really mess with nobody like that, you know what I mean? Because I'm not close. I wasn't close to my grandmother, but my father used to tell me go down there and play the lottery for her, go to the market for her. I ain't want to do it, but I did it. You know what I mean? So I ain't close to a lot of people in the family, and I don't hate nobody in the family too as well. But it's like with this family, man. Like I said, if you really want to get into it, it's a headache. That's what I'm saying. Like so, I would say give your mother, I guess, that type of credit on it. I mean, even though I still think it's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Because you don't know nobody and just you met like even like the older people too, like Charles and Marge and all that. Yeah, man. Like and just like there's a lot of people on that side I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what I said. I might the family reunion thing might be interesting to go to because just to see,
people in their heads.
Yeah, because I don't know nobody neither, so I'm learning just like y'all learning, man. That's why I ask certain questions. I might just ask, but it might sound like I'm mad, but I talk with passion, and that's how I talk. I can't be talking about, hey, Dave Martin, you want to go fishing around? Like, you just want to, I just sound, I'm thirsty today. I got to talk like, nah, yo, it ain't like, I got to, you know what I mean? Even if, hey, God, you said raise your voice up like a trumpet, like we have, black people, that's how, we don't need no microphone and shit. We got yell out on the street, they like, who that?
Right.
Our voices, we talk like this. I project like that. So I think a lot of people, take it in, certain types of ways and all that. But like you saying, so, because I tried this in my interview. Like I be talking, because it's real important, but I be trying to fill everybody out, man, because like I said, I don't know what you've seen and what you've been through and all that, but it's like, I don't know, man, but you still got a chance, if you do want to, get to know people and come around. I mean, it's easy, but I mean, you don't know at the end of the day, you don't know who you really want to be around or not. Like I said, for me now, being sober, I ain't trying to be around, a lot of the drugs and the drinking because with this family, it turns into fighting. It all turns into fighting and shit. Yeah, so and then you'll be like, nah, I'm good. Now I see why I'm alright. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what you think, I guess since you've seen, what you've been seeing so far from this family, so what do you think the solution can be? Do you think it's still up to because I'll be telling you, I really believe that, like I said, I can't even do it. I tried. So as far as with the older people, they not gonna listen to nobody. You know what I mean? So, but how you think the younger ones of the family, how you think y'all can lead by example? Because y'all got a whole different type of future coming. See, like I said, the older people, that's really it for them. They like on their last bell, like Kurt Claus. You know what I mean? So what you think, like even if I don't be here, let's say about 10 years, 20 years from now, do you think like the family could will it be like a big reverse? Like, what you see in the future, like more family events and, less death, you know what I mean? Like what you see, like maybe like 10 years, 20 years from now.
Honestly, as of what I see now and how I know somewhat of the people that's in the family, I feel like it's never going to change. The family always going to have like that one little circle that they all just go out and just talk to every day. And all the sisters still going to talk about each other, talk about the family. I don't think it's ever going to change because it's like they damn near 40 pushing 50 or 30 pushing 40. Like they've been doing it their whole life.
As far as the sisters, do you think your mom is close to any of the three or anyone you see come around a lot like that?
I would thought she was close to like Taisha. I honestly I believe she probably closer to Wanda out of anybody. Really? And Wanda don't really be around us like that, but when we get around her, like it's nothing but love. But the only person I see my mother talk to is probably on the day-to-day basis. I probably see my mother probably only talk to nobody, to be honest.
I thought it would have been because I've seen Tanya pop up at the house a couple of times. I mean, out your crib, game nights and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest too. I always thought that like since me and Ebony was the last two, because we was almost like twins when you think about it. Only 2 years apart.
Right.
So I always wanted to get real close to her because she, she reminded me of Audrey. She looked like small and shit like that. because I was a mama's boy, so that's all I knew was orgy too as well.
Yeah, y'all
You know
look
what I
just
mean?
like.
That's what I'm saying. So I thought that me and her, would have kind of been closer. That's what be kind of breaking my heart sometimes with them. You know what I mean? But like I said before, it's just but I ain't gonna cut you off on that. But as far as the future, you said like this. But I was saying like kind of eliminate. Well, because I mean they getting old too. Because so you saying after you eliminate, you talking about like 60 and over. Like even like you said, it's still gonna be like that.
Yeah,
like
it's
even the
still
older them gone.
Yes, it's always gonna be like that, and the only reason why I say that is because everybody's like at a low vibration. Everybody just not worrying about what they doing to grandma or what they doing to each other or saying that talking about the family or not. And like if they see something wrong in the family, they're not gonna point it out. They're gonna talk about that one person. They're gonna talk about it to that one person or the couple people that they be with or talk to every day about it. They ain't gonna have a family reunion and be like, we like the last event at your party. Yeah, we all said we should get together more, plan family events, etc., get each other numbers. But as soon as somebody plan an event or something, not everybody that was at the event was invited.
Oh, you talking about this one? I was just about to bring that up too about the cabin trip.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was for an example. And I
you
know
feel some type of way, because Kira felt some type of way
I was
about the
just about to
last
talk
one.
about that because Kara felt some type of way about the family not coming. What was it? Her son party or something like that.
Something?
Yeah, something like that. And not everybody came to my party either. Nobody. Tanya was the only person that came to my graduation. Ain't no other cousins, no aunts, and nobody came and said. I mean, they texted me and said congratulations, but
so
like,
you saying everybody got the notice, like you got the invitation, like
yeah, exactly.
Like,
and then Tanya, I know her more than majority of cousins I grew up with. I knew her daughter. I knew Lele. She was probably one of the closest cousins I had. Like, and long live Lele, by the way. But she was one of the closest cousins I ever had, and I met her like in 6th grade when I was a kid. I didn't know her like that, but she was started to live with us, and then we learned about each other, and then we got close from there. And then like we were so close, like you would see us two together all the time with Dariana. She'll come over our house, make the hookups with the Doritos and the meat and shit like that. Yeah, like I messed Lily. I ain't gonna lie, I messed her. But she was probably one of the closest cousins on this side of the family. Like,
so you saying like once, because like everybody do really be cool, but I think it's just like. Because like I said, you would have never known that if she would have never moved with y'all. And that's what I'm saying. So like this like I don't be trying to say it in that standpoint, like, because this, like I said, it is a lot of evil stuff that happens over here, but I think that was due time, and like I said, that does happen with a lot of the past. What goes on is just a lot of people don't want to forget or forgive and all that. You know what I mean? Because if it's supposed to be family, it's like, yo, because we gotta be around each other again. You know what I mean? Like niggas gotta see each other and all that. Unless if you move in a different country and you just like, I'm gone, yo. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And another thing about it is we at all these events we say we want to get closer, we want to be better, but then every time when some little altercation, it ain't even gotta be that big, but they make it big because there's so many females and everybody go on about feelings and emotions. You bring it up, it'll be real small, and then it turns to this big ass thing that the whole family just split apart.
I know.
Somebody die, everybody gets sad, cry, go to the funeral, we all together at the moment. Born, whatever, hug, love, whatever. Weeks go by, a couple days go by, don't even talk to him, whatever. Something else may happen. Then another person dies. Boom, same thing. It's a repeating process, and I feel like it's going to happen again. And it probably happened with it'll probably happen starting off with my grandfather, grandma, you, my mother, aunt, anybody. It's just going to be a repeating process. It's gonna come to the point, and I see why. That's why sometimes I be thinking like me and Dariana and my mother, we just gonna be our own family sometimes, and only a few of like my cousins and stuff because we all so separated. Like we not together at all. Like it sucks. But
that's being honest, and that's what I said, man. It goes back to I think everybody is so split up. That's why I said when I was growing up, all I knew was Audrey. So, I was seeing Tanya. I think she was living on Park Heights. I think Wanda might have been out Addison and Kennedy. I think Ebony was with her father, or she was living with her grandmother, or something like that, I believe. So, Taisha, I don't know where she was at. She might have been over East Baltimore too. But like I said, I never was, the first family I ever had is when I did go with my father at the age of 10, and I got introduced to a step family. So that was my first time having a brother and sister. But we was a family, eating at the dinner table. I never really had no type of situation like that. And even just going back to, I just told somebody that the other day, I don't know if it was Artrell or somebody, but I was like, yo, it's crazy. I think I told Kira. I was like, it's crazy that I never seen my brother around my family, like the family like that. Like Thanksgiving, like he was always out selling drugs or something. You know what I mean? But I was like, I wonder if he knew something. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, nah, man, I ain't dealing with them. Because I never see, every time I seen him, he was drunk or he was out there just like on the block. So I never really seen him in no pictures with nobody. You know what I mean? Like, they go buy me and all them. So, it's a certain type of stuff. But, it does go to the family, to the female thing, is that the female situation, man, is killing this family to the core, yo. And the men in his family too, man, is soft as hell too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the uncles. I'm just calling out. It be the uncles, the cousins, goddamn. I don't care who it is and all that. You know what I mean? And it seemed like, and I was like that too. But I was like, I wanted to make a stand. I'm like, I can't let this shit go on like this. Somebody got to try to save it. And I remember one that told me like, yeah, Luke, it's good. You're gonna try your best, but I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. They're gonna be like this and all that. But I'm like, man, why y'all can't help me on the journey? Exactly. It's like, Tanya being the oldest and then Wanda after that, if I got both of them on board, nigga, the other two sisters will fall in line and the kids will.
Then everybody comes in.
I'm doing this shit by myself, so I see why I kind of feel. At least I tried. I know God seen that, yo. Did Mother's Day. I used to try to do all these birthday parties. I had my camera, yo. I did my photography. Yeah. I try to do all that, yo. But it's like, I tried. You know what I mean? So that's why I was asking you too, like, as far as the future. Even though you said that though, do you think you'll try too, like, hey, yo, they want to do an event or something? Like, say if like, cause I don't do no holidays and shit like that. But say you want to do something in the summertime, and you hit me up like, yo, y'all want to let's have a little event at the house show. I'm gonna try to call some people out, and like you trying to invite anybody from your dad's side or your mom's side. I'm like, shit, that's cool. You know what I mean? Niggas got some food stamps or something. You can get something. Yeah. So. Even if you did, that's what I said, I'm all open for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really, that's why I say when people be thinking I'll be a certain type of way, like, people gotta come here and talk to me. I turn the camera, because this is what I do. I'm documenting my life. You know what I mean? I'm tired of all that behind closed doors. Even if any sisters wanted to come here or anybody, turn this shit on and come on. You know what I mean? Just like, because it needs to be out. You know what I mean? Because I'm documenting my life. It's like, because anything can happen. You so happen to my nephew, your cousin. Yeah. That's what I'm saying about continue. It was DeAndre, you didn't meet him neither, but that was Simba, my other little nephew. But then DeAndre, Talafi, and Simba, it's like, and that's why I was trying to push to them so much, yo, document your life, yo, like, just come on. When you die, you're still alive, leave a legacy. Like, that's what I push, yo, because I believe in that shit, yo. I really, like, because I'm telling you, like, and that's what I appreciate about me being Toodalute, is if something do happen to me and all that, at least y'all can go to Google and type my name in, you know what I mean? Or you can hear my voice, you can see me when I was drunk, all this type of shit where it's like, and then you can see the growth of me. That's what it's all about, yo. You know what I mean? That's why I like the thing about Tupac, where you saw both of him. You know what I mean? Keep your head up, dear mama, and then he said, you wonder why you call you bitch. Like, it's both sides, and that's what I appreciate about that, being a human. That's why sometimes I don't like funerals, because you go to a funeral and you just gotta be this one-sided person. Yeah, he was cut the grass and all that other stuff. You can't really get into detail like, shit, me and James, that bitch robbing niggas, and we was smoking that weed. Like, you can't even do that passive. Like, come on, praise the Lord, like, you can't even do that. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, because it's just really telling both sides of the story, yo. And that's why I told everybody, I said, that's why, even if I passed away or anything like that, I can't let nobody tell my story for me, yo. That's why my videos is when everybody play my shit back, it's gonna line up. Like, I'm trying to make my story almost like the Bible, because the Bible's not really a book.
Maybe it'll open some eyes up.
That's what I'm saying. They were like, damn, I see what yo was talking about, yo. I see why he was acting like that. I see, because even when I do videos and talk about the family, I'm trying to really help somebody else. But at the same time, it's not about, yeah, you see what Luke put out on, he trying to talk about everybody. It's not about that. People just skip over it. That's why when you told me that, you was like, I looked at that whole video. Because I was talking about your mom and everybody in there. You could have hit me up like, damn, you know, I don't know. I'm saying, I be talking about my mother, yo. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Right. I would have understood it though, but I'm like, hey, let's come over here and have a conversation. You know what I mean? But because I know these people before y'all was even here. This is what I be trying to tell, like, Charles and everybody too. Is like, but once you start to get to know everybody, you'll understand that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but if your parents don't want y'all to really get to know them, then you know what I mean, it's something. It's gonna be a mystery. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So you think like in the future, you think like this is gonna be like that, like. So you think you're gonna try to do anything like I was trying to do, or you probably just like, hey man, shit. Because then now we gotta think about, is you gonna bring your kid around this type of family? I mean, not just, both sides of the family. Like, how you gonna maneuver that? Like,
yeah. I mean, wow. Now, like I can talk to you, and we got somewhat of a close bond now.
Yeah.
Than before. So I believe we can probably start it from here, and maybe hopefully I pray for it, and then we'll just carry it from here. But so far as bring my daughter around the family, I would love to, but like if I see the family is like phony, and it's a whole bunch of two-faced stuff going on, I don't want my daughter around it. I don't know, like, and I tell my daughter when she get older, like, no, you ain't met my side of the family because, they wasn't right. I ain't want to bring you around them. You can meet them, if you build a close bond. I ain't gonna stop you from wanting to be around them. But if you want to go build a bond, you want to go talk to your family, get to know them, or know some history or something, go with it. I ain't gonna stop you. But as like her being a baby and her growing up or whatever, like I don't want her to like feed off of you. Like everybody's just so about low vibration. And that's why I watched the whole video, because I feel like, man, we woke, like we can see it all, but I never took the chance to like do what you do, like talk about everything, is because I can't talk to my own mother about it. So it's like, who can I talk to? Who on the same frequency as me that I can talk to? Or somebody that's woke like me. Who is it that I can at least try to help with? I need help my damn self. I know I can't probably do it myself.
Yeah.
It's only gonna start from me and you, and then maybe it carry on from our child, cousin, aunt, whoever, and then maybe hopefully it'll just go on and on. But
it's great, and to answer that question, that's why I fell in love with the YouTube standpoint. So it's because like when I was even because when I would drink and liquor make me think a lot, and I was like, damn, I just gotta get a lot of stuff off my chest. So I would drink and I just would go up. Like I got some other videos that I'll be looking at sometimes, like, yo, this nigga was tripping, but I'll be looking at it as like I'll be feeling the pain. I'm like, damn, that was years ago I made it. So I fell in love with this is because like I said, it goes back to this YouTube stuff. When you really think about it now, when I really think about it, it's really like a diary, yo, like a dead diary. Instead of writing it and all this, you can really just get in the camera and be like, yo, I got laid off, now I cussed the boss out. You know what I mean? Like to the point where, and it's just people, strangers from, it can be bad comments and good comments, but they be all over the planet, like India, Brazil, and you know what I mean? So like Russia or whatever. So, and then, people will be hitting me up like, Luke, man, I feel your pain. I go through the same stuff with my family, yo. And I was like, damn, for real? But the whole time I'm noticing that I'm helping. Like somebody told me one time when I was doing my schooling job, and he was like, yo, nigga left a comment, man. He was like, y'all watch the same video every day, yo, because you talking about the family, how family be using people, yo. He said, every time before I go to work, yo, I'll play the video, yo, and they give me motivation. I was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? I don't even know this person. But he said, like, yo, everything you said in that video, Luke, I go through the same stuff with my family. So that's what I know. That's why I really fell in love with it. Like, people, we get paid, that's cool. But it's like, you really, your story, like my story really somebody can really pick that apart and really like, oh damn, so Luke went through this and that, so and then he got this type of way with it. Now he found peace. Right. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for it. But people, our family, just take it that way. They don't take it if yo Luke is really trying. All right, let me go ahead. Let's talk. You know what I mean? Because now if I make a video about you, it's not like if I make a video about somebody. Same thing like with my sister situation with my mother and all that about the using I was talking about. Yeah. If she want to come over here today and tomorrow, like, hey, let's turn this camera on, I want to tell my side. We might sit down, might do a little argument here and there, but we're gonna get the peace off, and that's what I do. And then we can come to agreement at the end. We can. If not, it is what it is. But I'll put it on my channel. I'm not that type of one-sided person like that. Nah, yo, and I mean like anybody. Uncles, whoever want to come in here, and if I say something they don't agree with, sit down with me. You know what I mean? I'm that type of nigga. It's almost like a talk show, Jerry Springer or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yep, all this is raw.
That's what I'm saying. So it's really about that, and I'm trying to get to the damn solution on how can we try to make it better. Right. But that's why me talking about it is gonna. I don't care who. Yeah, you know he don't. That's good. Keep on talking about me in that way because it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep on talking about this because deep down inside, you know it's right. You know I ain't lying.
They know it's right, but they always going to look at it different. And to point out the part about the YouTube and everything, little do you know, you inspired me when I make YouTube videos because when I used to live with you, I was on your computer a lot. So I was playing around with the computer and all that, and I was seeing you had a channel.
He's Baltimore.
You living down over east, and we still is over east. Just we not too far from where we used to live.
Right.
But when I used to live with you, I used to be on your computer all the time, every day at the school. And then I saw your YouTube and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, my uncle on YouTube making the rap music and all that. But at the time, I looked at it like it was fun. Maybe I could do that one day. And then as I got older, got some money, then I realized how easy YouTube is. All you need is a phone.
Damn phone and tripod.
All you need is a phone and something to set your
phone.
Just
have something that you're doing here, yeah. And that's what I like about it. I like about it more because, and deep down inside, man, a lot of family members probably come across my channel and all that. So, you know, man, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm an open book. I'm an open book to everybody because I'm a public figure anyway. You know what I mean? For us to the Toodalute brand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got nothing to hide, dog. You know what I mean? I'm willing to talk about it all and all that. So, you know what I mean? That's why I say it's sad that y'all did have to go through that, you know, to see how certain things are in the family. But, you know, and that's what I wanted to tell you too. Don't never and I told all y'all this too, don't never, like I said, think it's disrespectful to check somebody in the family. Like I said, as long as it depends on how you saying it to somebody. They go for your mom, dad, and all that. You know, even if you pull them to, like I told you before, like you pull them to the side, even if you're on your mom sitting down eating a salad, hey mom, I want to get something on my chest, man, you just hear me out and all that. You know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with talking to, you know, if that's your people and all that, but that's what I'm saying. It's so crazy that it always leads to a disagreement or an argument. Like when you like, yo, just hear me out, yo, like, you know what I mean? And then, like, it's nothing for you to sit down with your people or your grandmother and them and just ask them questions. Yo, how this and that, you know, this and that, and how can, you know, we try to make it better? Because every time I noticed when I was talking to somebody, they always would tell me about somebody else. But nah, yo,
right, they never talk about themselves.
Well, how did you fix the situation? Exactly. Nah, I'm saying, though, I couldn't get along with, all right, cool then. No. So that means you ain't even trying, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't even trying. So that's what I noticed about this family, and that's why I said that at my birthday party, man. I was like, yo, just look at all these people that died, yo. Like, it was, man, like, it should be mind-blowing sometimes. Yeah. And people just look at that and, like, it's funny, though. Like, it's cool. Like, that whole process of that domino effect of, I think, Tiffany, maybe JR, then to Layfield, then, you know what I mean, or DeAndre. Like, it was just that shit was just back, and it was 6 months within a year, yo. It was, we was losing somebody and just, damn, yo. And like I said, we got 2023 coming up, so I believe in a lot of spirituality and numbers. Like I said, when you add up 2023 equals 7 and all that, you know what I mean? So the number 7 means completion. You know, it's a lot of, you know, even like I say, God created the heavens and earth and then rested on the 7th day, you know what I mean? I'll be thinking about me sometimes. I was born on November 7th. I was born at 756. You know what I mean? So something, it's going to be awakening happening, I believe, next year. Of course, there's going to be more death and stuff like that, but
yeah, but we just got prepared for it.
You just gotta be on the right side. You know what I mean? That's really about it. So and I always end everything with this. So when it's all said and done, like I said, and when Davon leave this earth, what do you want people to remember you as or by? As far as your legacy. You know what I mean? What type of person you was.
I want, really honestly, I just want people to remember me as the person I am, just me being me. Me not letting nobody control my life, not letting nothing get to me. You feel me? Like I always been a loner. I always grew up by myself, and I want y'all to know that like nobody's perfect. Like you gonna always go through some ups and downs. You just gotta keep pushing. That's all you gotta do. I just want people to look at me for the positivity that I gave to everybody. I was nothing but positivity. I never came around the family with no type of negativity. Never talked to somebody about another person. Like
I think they would call you quiet anyway. Like,
yeah, and right, exactly.
When
I was younger, I never really talked around the family because, like I said, I was around a whole bunch of people I didn't really know. And now that I'm older now, and I'm like out my comfort zone, like I got a voice. Like I learned, we got a voice. We don't gotta be sitting back just looking at everything that's happening. I wish the whole world would like wake up and like go against like what we going through now, cause like us family beefing through family and us black people beefing with black people, like we need to go against what's fucking the world up. We over here beefing about paper that's can easily be made and shit like that. Like you feel me? Like I just would like I would love for everybody to just wake up. And maybe not the whole world wake up, but like everybody got their time that will come.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I think it's happening. Like I said, the Most High doing it slowly but surely. Like we was talking about before, like Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, Ice Cube, Nick Cannon. I mean, just waking the black people up about our real nationality and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with studying your history, wanting to get to know your history and all that. And I think once, like I said, black people, so-called black people, get back to the structure that was taken from us, that's when we started to eat more better. Like you were saying before, you was a vegetarian. I wanted to ask you about that too before we about like what led you to the being a vegan and all that.
Right. So about 2 years ago, after like the pandemic and shit, I got fired from my job. I had at Jersey Mike's or whatever. Yeah. You ready to mention what's still
recording? Yeah, good. We had 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Nah. So I had a job at Jersey Mike's or whatever. No, I got fired. I still to this day don't know why I got fired. But fast forward all that, what led me to the vegetarian shit is because
what the hell is Jersey Mike's? It's a restaurant?
Yeah, it's like a sub spot. So I left there, and then having a job, it's like it be depressing and shit because like you're forced to work all these hours that you can put into making a business or making something that will make you twice as more money.
Right.
So about like the summer before last, so what was last year? 2021. So 2021, I had my spiritual awakening. I started like, I was in school. I was realizing like school is not what it is. School is a bunch of bullshit. The government's bullshit. Everything just fake, So I had my spiritual awakening around that summertime. I started like being out in the sun. I started ducking my girl off I had at the time. Started being by myself. So I started doing like natural things, like just going out in the sun with my shirt off or just going to the park and lay in the grass, no towel or nothing, just lay in the grass and just sit back and just think about shit. So I was watching a lot of spiritual videos about like, about the government and how evil the world is and shit like that. So I started to pay less attention to about the government and the news and all this depressing shit that's fucking everybody head up.
Right.
So, and they push all this shit against us because that's what they want us to do. They want us to be depressed, make babies, work 9 to 5s, and die. Like that's basically what they want. So once I paid less attention to everything that was going on, that's when I started focusing on myself. I deleted social media, and I would just and I didn't apply for no job or nothing. I was just being alone. So, and then that's take care of yourself, it always it also attract girls. It attracts everything you want as long as you take care of yourself. The more you take care of yourself, the more things you will get. Don't chase it. Just take care of yourself and it'll come to you naturally.
Right.
So I had my spiritual awakening, and then I realized about meat and shit, like fast food and all this, ordering food and shit. I was wasting a lot of money ordering food. Whole time I could have invested that money and bought natural shit to make my body feel better. All this meat and shit was fucking my body up and making me sleep all the time, a whole bunch of low vibrational shit. So one day I was just like, I was saying the spiritual people that I was watching like become vegans, showing a whole bunch of natural shit you can do to be better. And I took them notes, and then when my mother was getting like food stamps and shit, I go to the market buy the actual natural fruit, like not the ones that's like from processed fruits and shit like that. I buy a whole bunch of organic shit like fruits, walnuts, cranberries, and a whole bunch of shit like that. So I started eating that, and then I stopped eating meat for a while. I was just like, let me at least try for like a week, you know. So I started eating like noodles, like pasta with noodles, no meats and shit like that. Started eating more salads and fruits and vegetables and shit. And then I was like, man, this actually feel good. So I tried to do it for a whole month, and that's when I did do it. And that was the best times of my life. Like the first 4 months of my spiritual journey was the best times of my life. And at the time, I ain't had no baby at the time, but I had a baby on the way. But I ain't let it phase me anymore because it's like I got to accept it. So it is what it is. So, but yeah.
So how long you been now?
It's been about Thanksgiving. I actually made it a year since I actually ate meat. Last year at Thanksgiving, I ate meat by mistake. And it was so good, so I just finished doing it.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But I was a vegetarian at the time. The meat fucked me up so bad. Like,
and that's how it be. Like, people always got some slip ups. Like I say, now our body are just so, we've been doing it, man, since, like I said, it's like older than, you know what I mean? It all get passed down to us, man, and things like that. But, we gotta, like I said, the Most High will wake us up, certain people up, and we'll figure it out. That's what I do like about life. Ups and downs, you can pray for your forgiveness, like, I'm sorry, Most High, gotta get back on track, man, and do this shit right. You know what I mean? That's why I said we don't gotta never really beat ourselves up, because, a human, we know right from wrong. You know what I mean? It's naturally in us most of the time, so we know right from wrong. But before we cut off, do you have any last messages for, like, family, and friends, any changes you would like to see, or just anybody else, helping anybody else that, whoever look at this interview.
Yeah.
Whoever you get around to or something,
right.
You know what
I mean, if you family shit, like I said, I ain't bash nobody in this video. You feel me? And I'm just speaking the truth. Whether you take it how you take it, but it's the truth. You feel me? Like, family is just not, it's not real. It's no real in the family. Like, we gotta be better than this. Like, it shouldn't take people to die and people like him, like Uncle Kareem to make videos and shit for y'all to wake up and see this shit. Like, come on. Like, I love the family, don't get me wrong, even though I barely know y'all. I really don't know y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I don't. But y'all brought me out my comfort zone and I like being around y'all. So
and the family, not to cut you off, my bad, but the family do be cool though. You know
what I mean? They be cool people.
I think everybody just, they stuck in, like I said, my whole thing with me is just, it wasn't just that one sister using somebody, but it's a lot of multiple people that I can name names and shit that, be using people in the family. That's the only thing about me. It's like, come on, we gonna be around each other, let's hang and kick it. Like, I had some good times with the family, don't get me wrong, but I think everybody just start to get used to like the same old thing. Oh, like I said, he got a car, or even with me when I was burning CDs, when I was cutting hair or babysitting, it's like a motherfucker in the family wants you to keep on doing it. Like I was telling Kira, me and her was talking, and she do hair, and Talif and them was doing hair too as well. But I told Kira, I said, yo, whatever your prices is, man, stick to that. You know what I mean? I said, because if you doing folk locks or something, let's say folk locks with fake dreadlocks like $150, and if Kira charging $80 to do that, that's a steal right there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be like, I told Kira, I said family members should not come. I don't give a damn who it is. They should not come to you. I'm saying, though, I got like 50, $60. Wait till I get paid. Nah, dog, because you can't go to them Africans and all them other motherfuckers like that and try to do that to them. Exactly. That's why somebody said before, like, if you want them Jordans and Foot Locker, and they $200, you can't. I'm saying, though, I got $150. Though, can you let? They gonna be like, man, don't get the hell up out of here. Exactly. They're not gonna give them to you. You know what I mean? So that's what I be telling these families, that they throw the family thing in front of that. Right. Yo got the car, so like I said, he'll take me to work every day. Not knowing it's like, I need some gas money. You know, I need some gas, right? But and it's just out of respect. It's not even. And I told Kira that before too. I said, you have kids, so if a motherfucker don't give you what you asking for, I told Kira, take that as disrespect to you and your kids, dog. Because when a nigga even think like that in his family, I'm gonna see it. Because I told Kira, I said, this how the family get everybody. Let's just pick you up an example. Shit. That's like, let's just use me. And this how the family think. And this your average black person too as well, though. So Dave on a little too far from me. He look like 10 minutes away. So what I'm gonna do is, since me and him got close now, I'm just thinking this to myself before I even ask you. Because it's a blueprint that I gotta get the shit right to make you feel sorry. You know, I gotta make you feel some type of. So we working all that. So the Amazon warehouse down there. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna see if this nigga just take me to work every day, and if he don't ask for no money, I ain't gonna give him no gas money. You know, and then and when you consistently do it, oh, don't worry about it, Uncle Chef, you need some gas? Nah, man, don't even worry about that, yo. And then it's just, after a while and shit, I just keep on doing it, hey, yo, and then it started leads up to, yeah, shit, Dave, can you take me out? I got how to run the mills, yo. If you take me to White Mart show, but I was just like, and you're like, damn, oh, what the fuck? So, but the whole time, now you will start to realize, like, you know what, yo, it's crazy that nigga using shit. That's my uncle now, but he think he like, and then when you try to go ahead and check me and all that, you like, yo, I just wanted to, and now I get upset about a defense. Fuck you mean though, yo? You got, yo, money ain't nothing, nigga. I mean, shit, gas money. Fuck you, like, I was just like, and then the whole relationship get messed up over something I did though, because I got comfortable with it. That's what I talk about in this family. It's like, and people get mad at me because I exposed that. I supposed to. I can't sit here and let that shit happen because I'm not like that, man. I try to help everybody that I can, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, look at my shit. My help is displayed when I do shit for the homeless, the Baltimore battles, for MySpace. My shit is documented. You know what I mean? Can't nobody take that away from me because that's in me. I gotta do God's work. I'm going to die doing God's work or trying my best to. You know what I mean? If a nigga needs some shit, if you like, damn, y'all, I don't feel like going home, nigga sleep on the couch. The fuck, it seems like it's just what it is. It is what it is. Right. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man. Hopefully, did I cut you off about family and friends? Oh, good.
Shit, like I said, the family. I love y'all. You know, it was nothing but the truth in the video. You know, and if you outside of the family, you know, and you just watch the videos and shit, bro. If you got a voice. If you feel like you want to talk to your family and put somebody in their place. If you see something wrong, man, point that shit out.
Respectful.
Point it out in the most respectful way possible. Your own mother, father, whoever, it don't matter how they take it. If you feel like it's wrong, sit down and have a conversation with your whole family or with just those you really know that will listen and just talk to them.
And I want to elaborate on that too. And I want to throw in too, because what you just said, and then people probably be like, damn, yo, what if my peoples put me out and what if something happened? Yo, check this out. That's why I tell everybody, man, like I told him earlier in the video, the foundation of it. I'm telling y'all what I'm saying, dog. If y'all keep the Most High first and on your journey and you know everything is in a respectful way and all that, you're going to be good, man. Because like I said, I was homeless and I made $2,000. People didn't know I was homeless.
Right.
But it's because I used the talents that God gave me. You know what I mean? And I always, like, look, Most High, man, whatever you take me on this journey, like, I was always just with it. Like, I'm down, like, I'm dead serious, like, I'm down for God, like it's one of the homeboys. Like, I'm with whatever. I'm willing to die for the Most High, put my life on the line. If I gotta save the black youth, I'm with all that, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I'm dead serious. I'm willing to die for this shit I believe in. You know what I mean? For the black culture to get back to where it need to be at. You know what I mean? Because God said that in the Bible. He said, I made y'all special people above all people on this planet. You know what I mean? That's why we could sing the best, rap the best, dance the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we control all this TikTok shit, Facebook and Twitter, you name it. Mm-hmm. We got the best looking women. I'm just being honest right now.
It's facts.
You know what I mean? So that's my goal, man. To spread the gospel, like I said, to encourage people like you, to motivate everybody. And then, like I said, you know, everybody to start their own YouTube channel. You got one now, or you got to give out your Instagram?
Yeah, it's Lord Vaughn, LOR space VONN. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers, so.
For real?
Yeah, I'm almost at 1,500.
1,500?
Yep.
What the hell you been doing on that? Gaming or something?
Reactions, gaming, story times, getting about 5K, 8K.
When the last time you did a video then?
Like about 4 days ago.
Why you ain't never talking about the channel then?
Because I be promoting on my Instagram. It's in my bio too.
Yeah, because a lot of people asking me like they want to do gaming and shit like that, and I'm telling everybody like I know everybody stream and all the high tech stuff.
Yeah, and I know you good with the technology and shit. So
yeah, I was telling people like, dog, if I was playing the game, I set this shit up from the corner, the same distance, to be on this bitch just like this, and just they can see my whole body, you know. But I understand other people know how to screen record it and put the camera. I'm like, look, man, I like to keep it simple though.
Right, because y'all not used to what we got now.
Yeah, like I like, cause something like this, I could just put this straight through Sony Vegas or when I cut out something, but I keep the shit raw. Like if I'm burping or getting a phone call, I just upload that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just cause editing shit, that shit takes a while and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's good. You gave me your Instagram too?
Yeah, that's my Instagram basically the same thing, just a period at between Lord and Vaughn. You know.
Right. Yeah, man. Hopefully, like I said, this interview was for him to share his story. Like I said, I don't want any sisters, you know, to take this any type of way. Excuse me, or any family members any type of way, man. And like I said, when I'm doing interviews with my nieces and nephews, man, it's for me to get their story out and you know, for people to just to express themselves, yo. Because like I said, in this family, it's been closed in for so much and can't nobody be themselves, man. You know what I mean? Even when I talk to my little nephew Kawan, you know, he like sometimes we get around certain family members, he don't even feel the same. You know, but when he get around me, he could be a gamer and we could talk about computers. This nigga know how to build a computer. He talk about, I'm like, hell no. He's like, yo, I do. You put this, the CPU and all the processing. Like he surely is smart. You know what I mean? So it's just that's why I do this stuff for y'all to express yourselves. Also, too, like I said, if you didn't check out Simba interview, check that out. Also, I don't know if you know, I got Talifa interview too as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying about I have to capture and document this stuff because something happened. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, just leave a legacy shit. I really believe I'm gonna die by that too as well. Mm-hmm. See how I got them interviews with them and they're not here no more? Mm-hmm. Y'all can go to YouTube and type in Toodalute and Lele. Boom, we pop up drinking a mad dog. Yeah, nigga, fuck. Like, we just geeking. I'm making her laugh. I'm gonna show you all that. This is what I'm saying about that. Even when me and you doing this now, it could be 10 years from now, like, damn, Blue ain't here, but shit, we did something together. You know what I'm saying?
Carry your legacy on.
That's what I'm saying about. It's all about documentation. See, back in the Bible days or the Quran days, even God said, he was talking to one of the prophets, I believe, he was like, whatever you see us writing in the book, we don't have to do that. Right. We got the mouth, we got the camera. What's up, yo? I'm live at the beach. Mm-hmm. We don't gotta be, hold up, yo. What you do day one? He hit a backflip. Like, yo, we don't gotta, you see what I'm saying? It ain't God in them days no more. We can, yo, look at, yo, go ahead and do it, yo. That's what I love about this shit. People just wake up in the morning and want to argue with each other. On Facebook, I hate my baby father. I hope he died. Like, come on, dog. It's just too much, man. So, we got the power for this, man, to make this shit better, man. So, hopefully y'all enjoy this. Got some positive messages up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all watching my videos. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, his channel, and you know, just more content coming from me. Y'all know me. I'm talking about. I might have you again. Y'all talking about relationship, politics. You know, all of that, whatever the hell on my mind. I talks about it. You know what I mean? Get it out there. But yeah, appreciate you, Short.
Appreciate y'all,
man. We got it's your boy Tudda. That's this tuna fish. What's the name? Yeah.
Tuna fish. Good shit.
So we got 1 hour and 18 minutes. Yes, Lord.